Episode 9 is set to end the Skywalker saga and the sequel trilogy itself by writer and director J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio. This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, one aspect of Episode 9 that a lot of people are really looking forward to seeing in this movie has all to do with the characters that are related to the prequels and the originals having cameos in the film that will be used to move some of the characters like Rey, Kylo Ren, and more forward into the plot of this movie. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film when it comes to some of the set leaks, the set designs, the concept art and storyboard descriptions, etc. One of which has all to do with the moment between both Daisy Ridley as Rey and even Ewan Mcgregor as an actor as Obi-Wan Kenobi. Specifically, a description of it's described that Ewan McGregor is set to provide lines of dialogue during post-production during the month of June for a sequence that involves Rey inside of a large Jedi structure. It's described that the scene is set to tie into the dialogue heard in The Force Awakens that will explain why Obi-Wan tells Rey, "These are your first steps." Additionally, it's said that one of the plans for Obi-Wan is that during one of the reshoots for JJ and crew is to bring in Ewan McGregor to dress in the Jedi robes of Obi-Wan Kenobi, as well as provide some facial scans for CGI use. It's said to be a scene based within the third act of the film that will be used to evolve the character of Rey by use of Obi-Wan's knowledge. Additionally, it's described that the lines of dialogue planned for Ewan McGregor will have saga-wide implications to the Skywalker saga. So I want to go over a couple of parts about this, and I believe that this most certainly connects to what we just talked about with, of course, Obi-Wan Kenobi and Sir Alec Guinness and stuff like that not too long ago today. So what's really intriguing to me about Ewan McGregor, guys, I will say, is that there lies a question there in The Force Awakens, right? There's always that big question as to why, Obi-Wan Kenobi said to Rey, "These are your first steps." And Obi-Wan Kenobi, there is a bigger picture here. There most certainly is. We do know that J.J. Abrams will be answering a lot of those burning questions in Episode 7, alright, from, of course, that film in Episode 9. So with that being said, this whole entire sequence of how they plan to do reshoots all the way from April till June tells us that they are trying to modify some of the certain sequences and the reveals in Episode 9. And for some of those reshoots, they're actually negotiating with Ewan McGregor in order to really step on set and dress as the character of Obi-Wan Kenobi for this particular sequence that will involve the character of Rey, portrayed by Daisy Ridley. So the other one of which that I do want to go over is how some of the dialogue that will be used in this film by Ewan McGregor this June is actually going to have saga-wide implications. Now, a lot of people are starting to believe that maybe this is a major hint and or indicator that Rey is indeed somewhat of a Kenobi, connected to that bloodline perhaps. Now, I know that there are some hints here and there that she could be around the lines of that, but I'm not quite sure if Disney and Lucasfilm would really go that far. I'm really not quite sure about that. Would it be very poetic? Absolutely. Having the granddaughter of Obi-Wan Kenobi and having the grandson of Anakin Skywalker / Darth Vader dueling it out in a lightsaber duel, it would be so poetic, and it's just brilliant if J.J. Abrams actually decided to actually give Rey's lineage, pretty much being related to Obi-Wan Kenobi. So the other thing that I do want to go over, however, though, is how one of the sequences involves, dialogue that will be used by Ewan McGregor in which Rey is inside of a large Jedi structure. Now, this most definitely takes place either within the second and or third act of the film, where she goes either to the Lost City or the other ancient Jedi structure during the third act of the movie that will have some scenes with, of course, Luke Skywalker as well. So, we do know that Ewan McGregor, we also know that we have the Obi-Wan Kenobi TV series in the works, in case you guys did not hear about this. I don't know if you guys heard about it. There is an Obi-Wan Kenobi TV series in the works, and there's a lot of word out there that we may actually hear about this at Star Wars Celebration, because a third live-action TV series is actually set to be announced right around Star Wars Celebration, like April 11th to the 15th or something like that, right? So it most likely is going to be the Obi-Wan TV series, and honestly, guys, I think that's the only TV series that I think a lot of fans are really going to be super hyped for, because not only does it have to do with a popular Jedi, it also has to do with the Force and Jedi lore, and the possibilities really are endless of what they could do with that. So that being said, using Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan Kenobi in Star Wars Episode 9 would be a great transition to the Obi-Wan Kenobi TV series, which most likely will be released in the year of 2021. And to me, in my point of view, this is probably the best way for J.J. Abrams to honor the character of Obi-Wan Kenobi, and not only that, to honor the character of Obi-Wan Kenobi in the originals and even in the prequel trilogy. It's a very iconic character among many Star Wars fans around the world that a lot of people just cherish and really want to see this character do amazing things for the future of the Star Wars franchise. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.